gets a job at the Clay Product. Now they make tiles. Back in the old days, that's what Grand Ledge is famous for, is a brickyard. They made brick out. That's where my uncle run. He was the head watchman. My dad's uncle, Uncle Claude, I told you about. Claude Simmons. Clifford Simmons was my dad's dad. He was my grandpa. Then there was Milo Simmons in Eagle, Michigan. He was a big-time rich farmer over in Eagle. And then there was Claude. They were all brothers. But during the Depression, they all had good jobs. And Whiston had a big dairy farm. That's where we used to go pheasant hunting. We always went over to Milo's when I was growing up. I was bird hunting when I still got the gun. My single 20 gauge. Still got it. Did something. But anyway, I was out hunting, pheasant hunting and rabbit hunting, and I never hunting for deer, but pheasant season, I was I don't know, 10 years old, shooting a gun, pheasant hunting with my dad out on the farm. And that's, see, his whole farm's surrounded the little, I don't know if you ever heard of Eagle, Michigan. It's a little town like Bunker Hill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With a big cemetery, and like that's where all the Simmons are buried. Clinton, my great-granddad. Anyway, he owned all the property around it, around that cemetery. Yeah, see, here's what I wanted to end up at. See this road here?
Mm-hmm.
But I never got to it. So now where am I? I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, that's all right. We got to go back anyway. Anyway, railroad passes right there.
Yep.
I was trying to get over in there to... Anyway, Grandpa come over on a boat. Anyway, he's in this thing and he gets a job out at Clay Products. He's not, now he's like 10 years old. He's ain't very old. But he's working out the tile factory. That's when, before they come up with the plastic sewer pipes and all that stuff, it was made out of clay. The old clay products. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're...
Clay Products, that's what Grand Ledge was famous for, because they had a lot of big clay pits. In fact, I used to swim in the old abandoned clay pits. That's a bad thing to do. I almost drowned 3 times. Because the water's so cold and that coming up through, and then they're deep too. Those clay, I don't know what, they hit water and it fills up. I used to swim in the sand pit. Sand wasn't too bad. See, when I was a kid, we didn't have pools and,
Yep.
High school swimming pools and all that shit when I was a kid. So we fought for, like I said, we called it the quarry. That's where a lot of the kids, we'd skip school and go out there and swim, or we called it the sand pitch. That was a good, their water was warmer there. But you should never swim. I was a good swimmer, but 3 times I got cramps. I could have died. But I got a leg cramp or an arm cramp, and I could make it back to shore. But you're supposed to swim as partners. You shouldn't swim alone, but I was so hepped on going to swimming because when I was a little kid, we lived by the river, but it was taboo for me to even look at the river. And our house was from here to a block from off the Grand River. That's where I lived. Yeah, we gotta go this way. And we're running around in circles.
And the river was probably a lot dirtier than
But anyway, I was a maniac because I wanted to, like, when I got a little older, I get begged to take me to Lake Odessa. I seen a dead guy there. I helped haul him in. He was a grown man. He jumped off one of those buoy things, but it was in shallow water, and I guess he thought it was deeper than it was, and he snapped his neck. That was in Lake Odessa. He died.